Hello everyone, it is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. My mom is asleep, so I'm going to try to not be too loud and to not stream for too long. So I'm going to try and stream for maybe 15 minutes or so. It's going to be a lot shorter than a normal stream. So I'm going to try to quickly go over everything that I've gone through today and tell you guys what's up. Yo, Monkey D. Luffy, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Yo, Ray King, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Like I said, my mom's asleep, so I'm gonna try to keep this one short. So this stream will probably be about 15 minutes or so. 15 minutes or so. That way I'll be able to hang out with you guys, talk about my day, and then quickly get to bed. Not too much happened today. So the main thing was I woke up. Let's see. Ray King said he's in the finals. In the finals? Oh, for the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. It's still going. It's going. It's like up to now being a thing. That's interesting. Monkey said, "This is the last time I'm gonna see you for a while, Nick." Oh, really? Yo, Monkey, what's up? Then Ray King said, "Yes." Oh, interesting. So you're in the finals. Have you had any like rocky duels up to this point? Like anywhere you were unsure of whether or not you would win? But yeah, Monkey, what's going on? To where you won't be able to see me for a while. Um, Today I woke up early. I took a shower. Monkey said he has school starting Wednesday, and he said I stream at midnight mostly. Well, keep in mind, around Wednesday of this week, what I'm going to start doing is, well, I can't do it this Wednesday. Thursday of this week, the fan poll schedule will be back. So around Thursday, I'm going to be able to do the fan polls again, where I'll be streaming at like 1 p.m. and it'll be what you guys vote to see on the channel. I'll still do the midnight streams for the daily vlogs, so you may miss those, but you'll be able to do the fan poll streams at the bare minimum. Let's see, Ray King said he has to use his God deck. Now, what do you mean by your God deck? Also, John Mason, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I notice we have 3 viewers and 2 likes. Can we get it to 3 viewers and trace likes? Hey. So I woke up early, I took a shower, and I headed to the NSA meeting that I had. So the NSA meeting was essentially 125 people in a room, and you hear about different people in the NSA, their stories, what they do, and their desire to hire new people. And then after you hear their stories and you know what everyone's department is in the NSA, they let everyone just talk to whoever they want and try and sell themselves more or less. And it was a very interesting scenario to be in because everyone kind of swarmed to the person who they thought they'd be able to get an interview with immediately. Out of that, I ended up getting 3 interviews set up for tomorrow, technically today. So those interviews are with um, Mike, Dale, and Deborah. So I'm gonna have all 3 of those interviews coming in soon. So I'm hyped for that. Wish me luck. The best I can get with NSA is a conditional job offer, meaning that I still have to get NSA clearance. I have secret clearance, but NSA has their own clearance system. So I'd have to get clearance from them, and it would have to get through before I graduate. Because if not, it doesn't count toward my scholarship. My scholarship doesn't accept conditional job offers. They want solid job offers. So wish me luck on that. Even if I get the conditional job offer, it doesn't mean I'm out of the frying pan yet. I could still be, or maybe I am out of the frying pan, but then thrown into the fire. You know, who knows how this will go. But hopefully well. I imagine I will get some conditional job offers from the NSA. But I still will be looking at other agencies, of course. I believe there are like 80 different agencies here, even with the government shutdown. So I'm still going to try and interview with as many agencies as I can and try and see if I can get a solid job offer that's hopefully non conditional. The agency that I actually worked with over the summer during my internship, Amerdeck, they are here. I'm going to try and talk to them to see if I can get everything situated to where I can maybe work for them again. If I'm able to work for them again, I might be able to not even have to move for work, which would be really nice. John Mason said, cool. Then Ray King said, Slifer Obelisk Raw. Oh, you mean like literally a god deck, like the Egyptian gods cards of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's interesting. What is a modern Egyptian what is a modern Egyptian god deck like? Like to be able to play them. Let's see. Ray King says he has school tomorrow, high school. Is it like your first day of high school, or have you been in high school for like a hot minute? Is it just you coming back from the break? Um, then Monkey said, out of the frying pan and into the lava. Yeah, that'd be rough. Then John Mason said, I see. Then Ray King said, lol. Then John Mason said, I'm sure you'll do good. Just be yourself. That is the best advice you can give. And then John Mason said, also, card destruction is unbanned. He said, I saw that today. Card destruction was banned? I guess I confused it with hand destruction. How many copies can you have of card destruction in your deck? John Mason said, I also saw photons have tons of support. Ooh, sounds like you're getting some Yu-Gi-Oh on. Are you building a deck? Then Ray King said, coming back. Oh, okay, so you're getting back into classes and everything. I was supposed to go back to school today, but because of the mandatory job fair for my scholarship, I'm going to get back Wednesday. And luckily, I'm not going to miss any classes Wednesday. I have one class on Wednesdays, and it's like at 6 p.m. So I'll get back at like 3, so I'll have a few hours before my class. Let's see. And then Ray King said, it's okay. Okay. And then John Mason said, yeah, I am. He said, I stopped for a bit. Well, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! It's good to have you. And Ray King, welcome back to high school. I'm excited to hear about how Ray King does in the tournament, especially considering that he's in the finals. I definitely want to hear how that goes. John Mason, I want to hear more about the deck that you're building. And what brought you back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After you took like a break, you took like a little hiatus. And also, Monkey, what have you been up to today? By the way, we have 4 viewers and 3 likes. Could we get it up to 4 viewers and 4 likes? Greatly appreciate it. Ray King says his god deck is OP, and he said, "And my galaxy." And my galaxy. What was that in reference to? John Mason says school starts for him in 2 weeks. Oh, you have like a lot of time, John Mason. Monkey said lucky. John Mason said Bap to do tons of animation now, though. That sounds cool. The fact that you're doing animation. And John Mason says also it says 4 likes for me. Um, Kirby used to tell me about that. For you guys' perspective, there's always an extra like for whatever reason, but I don't know why. Then Monkey said, well, I've been working out. He said, so when school starts Wednesday, I'm ripped, but there's not enough time. What I used to do when I was younger, I used to do my exercise routine, and then on top of that, if I was watching like live TV, this is Netflix, and this is Mom's cooking show. I don't watch this. I would exercise during the commercial breaks, and you just exercise until the break is over, just to give you some additional time working out. But let's see. So I have. Then John Mason said, "Mom's cooking show." Lol. I mean, that's essentially what it is. I think it's called like the British Baking Show or something like that. Like that name sounds fake and generic, but I think it has like a very fake and generic name. It's like the Great Britain Baking Show or something like that. And all they do is do baking challenges, and not everyone, one person gets voted off every week until there's only like one person left, and all the challenges seem difficult. It seems like they give them a long time to practice each challenge, and they still find a way to fuck it up. It's really interesting. Then Monkey said, so maybe after an episode of anime, I work out or something. You could do that, most def. Um, Imagine working out for an equal amount of time for the amount of anime you watch. So if you watched an episode that was like 20 minutes, you then exercise for 20 minutes, and then you watch another anime episode. You can also exercise while you watch anime, and just do your routine throughout the whole thing, as long as it's not subbed. If it's subbed, then that's a lot more difficult. You gotta read. Ray King said, gotta go. It's time for my match. Best of luck in your match, Ray King. I hope you win. Then John Mason said, Nick, you seem really tired. Are you sure you should be up now? It's not that I'm tired. Mom is sleeping. So I'm trying to not be like loud or anything like that. And then John Mason said, I mean, I'm not complaining. I love your streams, lol. And then he said, good luck, Ray. Good luck to Ray King. I wish you the best of luck in the tournament. And then Monkey said, yeah, you do seem tired. I really don't think I'm that tired. It's more me watching Mom and trying to make sure that I don't get too loud and like wake her up. She's snoring pretty hard though. I think she's out. Let's see. And then John Mason said, "Oh yeah, I can hear her sleeping." And then Monkey said, "Oh okay." No, I should be good, guys. My plan is to wake up at like 7 because I don't think the job fair starts until 9 a.m. Now, the schedule said the job fair starts at 1 a.m., and I'm calling bullshit on that. There's no way it starts at 1 a.m. So my plan is to wake up at 7 a.m. because I think it's going to start at like 9 a.m. And then it'll give me 2 hours to get ready. But it also limits the amount of sleep that I'll get. In the end, I'll end up sleeping. If I end the stream in 5 minutes, that doesn't really change much. 6 hours, but 6 hours isn't bad. That's not bad at all. And then Monkey said, "Oh, cause she's like right there. I see why now." Then John Mason said, "Lol." Then he said, "1 a.m." And he said, "Haha." Yeah, like the schedule for some reason says that the job fair starts at 1 a.m. And I'm like, "There's no way." But they have another section that says job fair from 9 a.m. to like 12 p.m., which is just inaccurate. The job fair has to be longer than 3 hours. That doesn't make sense to me either. But I trust that one a lot more than I trust the 1 a.m. one, because that would mean that it was happening now. Like it's 1 a.m. DC time right now. There's no way that they're like having the job fair as we're speaking. That's impossible. Um, so I'll wake up at 7. I'll shower, and I've already exercised and everything, and then I'll be ready. I may or may not go to the breakfast. I waited until the dinner today. So when I ate my one meal for the day, I ate it at the big dinner that they always have, which is like a. It's not necessarily a mandatory event, but it is a mandatory event. I feel like if you didn't show up, people wouldn't be like, "Oh, they didn't go to the dinner." I don't think anyone would really notice if you didn't go to the dinner, but you're supposed to go to the dinner, so I went to the dinner. So I waited a hot minute before I ate. Let's see. Monkey said 6 hours of sleep. Oof. Then John Mason said I usually sleep 4 hours during school time, and then he said, but on vacations he sleeps for like the majority of the day. I used to in early college only sleep for 5 hours, and then later in college only sleep for 4 hours. It was my summer internship that got me on an 8 hour schedule. Then Monkey said that's not good, and he said, yeah, I straight up woke up at 5 p.m. today. Wow, you were like knocked out. I mean, I can't blame you. My goal was to wake up at like 1 p.m. Today, but the issue was that I got a phone call. Someone was inviting me to eat, and I had a text message where someone was inviting me to eat, um, and I had like messages to reply to. And by the time I received the phone call and answered it, I was like, you know what? I should probably just get up and get ready. Like at this point. So that's what I ended up doing. Let's see. And then John Mason says he also only eats 2 meals a day. He said it used to be one, but his parents told him to not eat only one meal a day anymore. And he says so he has to force himself to eat, but when he eats, he gets nothing done because he falls asleep right after. I mean, that's understandable. My dad feels weird about the 1 meal a day thing, but there's just not much he can do about it, to make me like eat more than once a day. And Maddie feels weird about the 1 meal a day thing too. She's like, I'm not sure if that's healthy, but I don't know. I haven't been like suffering from it or anything. Then Monkey said, yeah, Nick, I get home at 4 p.m. and gotta sleep at 10 on school days. So you only get to stay up for about like 6 hours or so after school. That sounds about right, actually. I used to, back when I was like in middle school, get home from school like around like a little after 3, maybe like 3:30, and then I would go to bed at like 9. So it was like a similar schedule uh, with like less time to be awake. But that was like in the days of bedtimes and everything. Um, Now the way that I regulate my sleep schedule, I give myself 8 hours, but I give myself just enough time to maybe have a couple hours before I have anything to do when I wake up. So if you don't have class until like 2, then you wake up like a couple hours before 2. You wake up at like noon. And then you have like plenty of time to get ready. You wouldn't wake up at noon. You probably wake up at like 11. You wake up at like 11, and then you're able to like get ready from there. Let's see, John Mason said, as I get home from school, I sleep and wake up around midnight or 1 a.m. And he says, then I do work, game a bit, and then get ready for school at 5 a.m. Interesting. So, do you go to sleep like as soon as you get home then? And then you like have like a night schedule at that point? Then Monkey said, I gotta get up at like 6 in the morning. He said, feels bad on school days. I used to wake up really early for school too, back in the day. I used to wake up at like 5:45 a.m. or something like that. And then John Mason says, as soon as, yep, that's interesting to go like straight to sleep after school. I guess it gives you a chance to recharge that energy. Um, but let's see. I have the three interviews tomorrow. Monkey said, how old am I? I'm 21. I'm going to be 22 this May. And I'm about to graduate college this May as well. A lot of stuff's happening this May. Hopefully, I'll also already have a job uh, before this May. Hopefully, by the end of this job fair, I'll have a job. John Mason says his birthday is May 5th. My birthday is exactly a week after yours, so mine is May 12th. What was I thinking about? And then Monkey said, nice, I graduated in May. Hey, graduating in May. But yeah, I have three interviews today. They're all in the afternoon, so I have plenty of time before the interviews. But I want to go to the job fair, and I want to definitely talk to Amerdeck, because if I can get with them, I know that I should be able to continue working within my city that I'm from. And if I can keep working there, then I don't have to move, and it really adds like some simplicity to my life. I'm willing to move, but if I don't have to, that would be really nice. Then John Mason said, nice, Luffy. Then Tangent said, fell asleep at 8, so I'm here. Hey, Nick. Yo, Tangent, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Um, the only things that you've missed, Tangent, is that I went to the NSA meeting. Out of it, I was able to get three interviews scheduled for later today. So in the afternoon of today, it's like 1 a.m. for today's time. So I have three interviews. I imagine that at least one of them will lead to a conditional job offer. Conditional job offers are great, but it's based on whether or not you can get NSA clearance. And NSA clearance takes 4 to 7.5 months. And the issue with that is that I need to have the job offered to not be conditional. So I have to fulfill that condition before I graduate. So before I graduate, I'd have to get my NSA clearance through. And if I'm not able to get it through before I graduate, then those job offers won't allow me to fulfill my scholarship obligation. I'd still have to pay the scholarship back. So I'm hoping to get some non-conditional job offers, hopefully from Amerdeck or some other organization. But if I can get one from Amerdeck, I'll be able to stay in Huntsville, which would be really handy. Let's see. Tangent said, I don't know if you saw my comment, but my computer's dead, so I can't do Fiverr until Wednesday. I did see your comment. I left a reply, I thought. I try to reply to all comments if I can. I think there may be a couple comments that I haven't had a chance to reply to, but I saw them before I started the stream. So I wasn't able to like read over them yet. I just saw that I have two notifications. Let's see. And then Tangent said, cool, I hope you land one, Jet. Ah, thank you kindly, Tangent. I appreciate it. Also, thank you for smashing that like button. Truly appreciate it. And then Tangent said, something, Monk, did he answer your age question? And then Monkey said, yeah, he's 21. Mm-hmm. Then Tangent said, I'll check it afterwards then. Ooh, baller. Let's see. I'm popping my neck. It is now 18 minutes, so I should probably end the stream. I know that Tangent just got onto the stream. I'm not trying to end it just because you got on. Mom's asleep. I'm trying not to wake her, which is why I'm being so quiet. And also, I didn't do much today. The only things I have left out is that at the big dinner that we had, um, they had a bunch of guest speakers, but they weren't hiring managers. They were like people who used to be in the scholarship program who now have jobs in the government. I kind of wish they were hiring managers though. Some people asked questions. Some questions were better than others. I spent a lot of the time playing like tic tac toe, trying to draw Wolverine. I'm really bad at drawing Wolverine. I'm really bad at drawing most things, so I just didn't draw really good pictures. I had to apply to a job when I got back to my dorm, tell my teachers that I wouldn't be able to make it to class Tuesday. Um, and applying to the job was kind of tough because the way that NSA does it is different from everybody else. So you had to kind of rebuild your entire resume to like make it work. So it just was time consuming. I talked with Maddie for a little bit. She seems like she's trying to move to Costa Rica as soon as possible. So the idea of me and Maddie being in a relationship is like probably not. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what else have I not talked about yet. drawing Wolverine, tic tac toe, the dinner. Oh, at the dinner, this one guy was talking about how he wasn't a fan of salad and how he was gonna fill up his plate with like rice and chicken. And I almost did what he did, because that's what I wanted to do. But as soon as he said that, I was like, nah, I'm gonna do something different. So I filled up my plate with like a ton of salad on one half, and then like rice and chicken on the other half. I balanced it out, and I actually enjoyed it. I really liked the salad, and I used the sauce from the salad with the chicken, and it was pretty delicious. So I dug it. Let me scroll up through that live chat. Do 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 do. John Mason said, "Dang a bang it, dang a bang it." Then Monkey said, "See you guys, good night." Then Tangent said, "Really? I just turned 14 24 hours ago. Yo, happy birthday, Tangent. Are you hyped? What did you do for your birthday? Tell us in the live chat. I'm hyped to learn more." And then Tangent said, "Jet is fine." And then Monkey said, "Oh, nice." And then John Mason said, "If you didn't do much today, why not spend 20 minutes telling us what you didn't do today?" Then Tangent said, "Bye, Monk." Then Monkey said, "Happy late birthday, Tangent. Happy late birthday. Happy late birthday." Uh, let's see. Tangent said, "Well, thank you, man." He said, "I don't talk about it much because I've never understood birthdays, but age was already a topic." True, true. Then Tangent said adios. Then John Mason said lol, same. Then Tangent said Adidas. Then Monkey said, "You still gonna keep in contact with Maddie?" Yeah, me and Maddie are still gonna be friends no matter what. But the idea of me and Maddie being in a relationship, considering that she'll be moving to Costa Rica, is just unlikely. I proposed the idea of us trying to date until it gets to the point where we just can't. Either like somebody moves and we can't see each other regularly or what. But I could see us both going that that's like a fruitless thing, with the understanding that we're definitely gonna move. Even if I end up not moving for work, Maddie's definitely gonna move for Costa Rica. So I mean, I don't know. Um, so I'm curious if that means that I should go full tilt with Danica at that point. If me and Maddie just decide, it's just better that we don't date, because of the fact that we'd either have to try something long distance that we don't think would be sustainable, or we'd try and like have ourselves like both stay here, but it locks down Maddie's dream of like studying and living abroad. Because I wouldn't be able to work for the U.S. government while in Costa Rica necessarily. You know what I mean? Let's see. Then John Mason said, "B days make no sense to me, but hey, free gifts. True, you do get free gifts. And it's more of just a celebration of you as a person, and they just pick a day to do it, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think birthdays are a cool concept." And then Tangent said, "Yeah, I guess, Mason." He said, "I watched Lucifer on Netflix." He said that he came back to his dad's and he got $20. Congrats on that $20, Tangent. And then Tangent said, it's like a, hey, congrats, you were born. And then he said, "Yeah, but should we really celebrate birth? It is weird that it's your birthday rather than just it being like a you day, like just celebrating you as a person." That, I mean, to call it you day would be okay. The reason why they call it birthday is just because they host it on the day you were born. It's not necessarily what you're celebrating, it's more of just like when it happens. And then Monkey said, "Also, New Year's is very tedious, but I realize the hype." I understand New Year's a lot more, because people put a lot into the concept of New Year's resolutions, and the New Year's being kind of like a new start. It's like your reset button on a lot of things. People will change relationships on New Year's, people will change career paths, just take really big steps on New Year's to try and shape their future. It's like a premeditation of like what you want to do and what you want to be is more or less what New Year's ends up being. Uh, then John Mason said, "I mean, for starters, life is a pain." Well, hey, I mean, birthdays are a way to help, maybe help that be a little bit better, make it less of a pain. Tangent said his family is the kind to do parties, but he's asked them not to do parties for him. And then Tangent said, "Yeah, I guess, Mason." I wouldn't say life is a pain, at least personally for me, but I understand that other people have like harder lives. Um, and to that, I'd say I hope that I can help make you happy to make your life a little less hard if I can. And then Monkey said, "I don't have parties. I just eat birthday cake and ice cream, lol, and get some money." Um, for my birthday, it is more or less just gifts. I could do like parties. Me and Maddie want to try and do like a joint birthday if we can, because our birthdays are pretty close. We were born like 3 days apart. Um, But I guess that depends on whether or not she'll be in Costa Rica or not. Let's see. Let me scroll through again. John Mason said, "Oh." Then Tangent said, "Why not call it Tangent Day? Obviously, it'd be my name, but you guys get it." The concept of a birthday being named straight up after your name, I guess it would be hard to explain that to like children, right? Because you would be like, today is like John Mason Day, and then other kids would have their days. I mean, I guess it isn't that hard, but then I think we would still call them birthdays as the generic term, right? You would still say, like, that's his birthday. And I feel like that's where it would become more of like a colloquialism. I'm not sure if I'm using that word right, but it would be how people would refer to it most of the time. You know what I mean? Uh, Tangent said, "Oh yeah, I ate a slice of cake. What kind of cake did you have for your birthday? And was it your favorite? Did you enjoy it? Was it moist? Was it dry?" They talk about dry cake all the time. They hate dry cake on that show. Um, let's see. John Mason said, "I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna die in 2019." He said, not trying to sound dark. A lot of people die every year, but with every death, there are so many births having to do with the ratio between birth and death rate. So I mean, it happens. That's just life. Monkey said, "I think 2020 will be a dope year just cuz." I don't know. That's when China gets that social credit system implemented. So it's gonna get weird. Then John Mason said, "Yeah, your videos help a lot." And then he said, "lol." And then I don't know what DW means, other than a character from Arthur. Then Monkey said, "2020 vision." Ooh, that was almost like a bar. Then Tangent said, "They really do." Then John Mason said, "lol, Monkey." Then John Mason said, "Well, it would be entertaining." The monkey said, "Every single food I eat, I can describe in one word: creamy. Creamy pizza. Creamy ice cream." Would you really describe pizza as creamy? It's cheesy for sure, but I feel like the cheese on pizza isn't necessarily creamy. Ooh, Tangent said, "I understand New Year's." He said, "But what really doesn't make sense is Christmas." He says, even in the Bible, it says Jesus was born late February or early March plus. He says 1500 years before Christmas, it was a holiday celebrating love. He said, "I have this plan to remove adults from the world and bring up kids completely differently." He said, "Instead of saying it's a day because of the sun, it'll be day if there are clouds in the sky." What? There are clouds in the sky at night sometimes. Also, that was such a kids next door plan. And also, holidays are weird in general. They get manipulated by how cultures advance over time, and they just rapidly change. Let's see. And then Tangent said creamy Alfredo cheese. Yeah, if it was like pizza that had cheese as a sauce instead of like marinara, then I feel like it'd be different. I feel like that'd be creamy. And then Monkey said, like I want it creamy, as in like extra cheesy. It's just a different type of cheese at that point, though, right? It would be like a liquidy cheese pizza. And then John Mason said, "Exactly, but." And then Tangent said, "Exactly." Then John Mason said, "Forget night and day." Tangent said, "Not cultures, marketing." Marketing is a part of culture. It helps shape it, and it's formed by it. John Mason said, "It'll be night if there are no clouds, and day if there are." So when there are clouds at night, it is just still day. You're working the day shift, and it's like, oh damn, it was just a cloudy night last night. I worked the whole time. I guess you would say it was just a long day, is what you would say, with that definition of day. But like I said, to give you guys a quick recap, because now it's almost like 30 minutes. I probably should go to sleep to make sure that I get plenty of rest before the job fair and my interviews and everything. So, long story short, woke up, showered, NSA meeting. I have 3 interviews today thanks to the NSA meeting because I made sure to talk to all of the NSA representatives. Went to the dinner, enjoyed the dinner, had a big plate of salad with like some rice and chicken. So, like half a plate of rice and chicken, half a plate of salad. It was really good. The sauce, which was like ranch and like Bolvonic or balsamic. I don't know how to say it, but it's a type of vinegar. It was like ranch and vinegar. That sauce was really good on the chicken. I was surprised. I discovered that by accident. Um, the dinner wasn't very eventful, even though they had guest speakers and people asked the speakers questions. The questions just didn't seem that good. I tried to draw Wolverine. I couldn't draw Wolverine well at all. I had really poor drawings. But I got to play tic tac toe, hang out with some of the guys in the scholarship program, and we had a fun time nonetheless. When I got back to the dorm room, I had to apply to an NSA position, um, and I talked with Maddie. It seems like me and Maddie probably aren't going to work out, and I told my teachers that I wouldn't be able to make it to class tomorrow because I'm still here for the job fair, and I scheduled when I was gonna like wake up and go to sleep. Um, but I remember doing a lot. Like even though I can quickly go over all those things, I remember that took me a hot minute to get all that done once I got back to the dorm. But let me scroll up, read the live chat, and then end the stream. And then Monkey said, like in Antarctica, there's some days of like no darkness and stuff. True. Like that would make more sense to have it set up like that. Also, I noticed we have 4 viewers and 4 likes. Can we get it to 5 likes? Truly appreciate it. Then Tangent said, "You guys here?" He said, "A few years ago in Australia, they had a twister fling living baby sharks at people. Oh, it's just real Sharknado." And then John Mason said, "What?" Then Tangent said, "Real Sharknado." Yep, that's what it sounds like. Monkey said, "Lol, I'll have a baby shark in a bottle right next to me." He says, "It's dead." Oh, is that like a trinket? That's interesting to have. Just the baby shark. What does it look like? Does it look like decomposed or is it like preserved in the bottle? Tangent said, I don't know. He said, I don't know spices, so sorry, Jet. Um, I still don't know what the type of vinegar it is. It's like, it's not balsac, it's like balsamic or balvinic or ball. It's ball something. It's a ball something vinegar. John Mason said, if Light writes Goku's name, does Goku die? I think the Death Note has like a weird supernatural power. So I think Goku would die, would he not? Uh, he could just say Goku dies of the heart virus, and Trunks doesn't get him that medicine in a game. Let's see. Tangent said, I used to. And then he said, but it broke. Oh, so you used to also have like a baby shark in a jar? That's just an interesting thing to have. Then John Mason said, I hope it's settled in Jump Force. And then he said, in a bottle? I am still hyped for Jump Force. I'm definitely going to buy it when it comes out. I hope it's streamable. Not all the Bandai Namco anime games are streamable, and it's really annoying. Mr. Time of Day said hi. Well, Mr. Time Day. Yo, Mr. Time, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I think you already smashed that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Um, Monkey said, yeah, probably. Or he might have to write Kakarot. That's true, because Kakarot would be his true name. Then Tangent said, if God exists and Light write his name, what happens? I don't think God is like, it's not a thing where you could kill him. You know what I mean? Even though the Death Note kills you if you write their name down, I don't think he's the kind of being that lives in a normal way. Mr. Time Day said, I am a new subscriber. Yo, thank you for smashing that subscribe button. Truly appreciate it. I'm sorry that you came in near like the end of the stream. Normally I would do this for a little bit longer, but I do need to try and get to bed. I have 3 interviews today with the NSA, and I'm hoping to get even more interviews um, going to the job fair later on. So I'm going to sleep for about 6 hours and then get ready and jump right into it. Let's see. Then Monkey said, I think Goku can easily clap Light before he writes his name down. Just use instant transmission. He probably wouldn't even have to do that. I think Goku would just be fast enough to just. But that's if Goku sees him as a threat. John Mason said 4 viewers, 4 likes. Wait a second. And then John Mason said, we'll need one more viewer. And then Tangent said, props, cack. Then Monkey said, but Goku's pretty dumb, so you might not believe him. If he saw it happen, I think he would believe him. Tangent said, it's preserved sharks scrunched in a bottle. Is it more than one shark in a bottle that you have? And then Monkey said, the shark is preserved in this bottle on some type of water preserve. Interesting. And then John Mason said, but Death Note reefs. And then he said, reads the human whose name. And he said, Goku is a human. That's an interesting caveat. That may be the case. Then Tangent said, Jump Force? You don't know about Jump Force? It's a new anime fighting game that's coming out in February that lets you make your own custom characters and give them abilities from characters in different animes. So you can have powers from Goku, Naruto, Trunks, Cell, Piccolo, um, and not just Dragon Ball Naruto characters, but also characters from like Hunter, Hunter, and One Piece, and many of the different Shonen Jump properties. John Mason said also it says the human whose name is written. He said God wouldn't die, and also Shinigami are gods of death, and they can't be killed by the note. And then John Mason says, so, yeah, it sounds like John Mason has brought up a pretty good argument. If it's limited to humans, then you wouldn't be able to kill, like, Goku. Now, would it kill, like, a half Saiyan? Like Gohan or Trunks or Gotenks? I think that would be an interesting question. Tangent said, wait, Monkey, like clap him before or clap him with his ass? And then Monkey said, clap his cheeks, no homo. And then he said, Goku can thump Light and slam him through the middle of the earth. Light's body would break apart before he would make it to the center of the earth. Tangent said, but he has a magic diary, so he'd obviously win. And then he said, can Ben 10 turn into Goku? Yes. Um, if Ben 10 scanned a sample of Goku's DNA, he would turn into essentially a Saiyan version of Ben. So he wouldn't become Goku per se, but he would become like a weird Ben Saiyan hybrid, more or less. And then John Mason said, so hopefully they settle this Death Note thing in Jump Force by having Death Note characters playable in Jump Force or just in the story, like fighting against people. Then John Mason said, wait. Then Monkey said he can? Holy crap. Yeah, because keep in mind, the way that Benton's Omnitrix works is that he can scan additional alien samples into his watch. So if he scanned a Saiyan, he'd be able to turn into a Saiyan. That's just how the Omnitrix works. And then John Mason said, so why can't he turn into other humans? I've never seen someone grab the Omnitrix and turn into their own species. I think by design, the Omnitrix doesn't let you just turn into what you already are, because there's just no reason for that. And then John Mason said, because technically, humans are aliens to gray matter. I think it's relative to the person's DNA who's wearing the Omnitrix, not relative to the creator. And then Monkey said, I did not know this. Yeah, it's a big plot point in the episode where you first meet Blitzwolfer, who at the time was just thought to be like an alien werewolf, which he is. He is just an alien werewolf. But his name in that episode is like Ben Wolf. I think that might be the title of the episode too. But the whole point is that the werewolf like scratches the Omnitrix and the Omnitrix turns yellow. Ben can't use it while it's like scanning a new sample at the time, but as the sample's going in, it's like slowly transforming him. So it's interesting. Also, Ben 10 is a great show, especially Ben 10 Omniverse. I'd highly recommend you check out the series. I don't really like the original series that much of Ben 10. I think Omniverse is the best one. Alien Force is okay. Ultimate Alien's pretty good. Omniverse is the best one. The reboot is slowly getting better, and the original series is eh. I probably wouldn't rewatch the original series. Then John Mason said, who is the species that made their Omnitrix, right? The gray matter race, aka the Galvan, specifically Azimuth was the creator of the Omnitrix. And then Monkey said, I feel like I should watch Ben 10. I haven't before. Yeah, Ben 10's definitely good. Like I said, Omniverse is the best around. Then Tangent said, but Would know. He said the Omnitrix puts in the peak physical model of a species. So obviously, Krillin, even though he isn't a Saiyan. um, I don't know. I don't remember the peak of the species thing being a thing in the Omnitrix. That sounds right, but I can't remember them saying that. And then John Mason said, I see, I see. And then he said, God, that typing. Uh, then John Mason said, yeah, I really like that one. Haha. And then he said, I don't watch Ben 10 either. Oh, what? It's hella good. Then Monkey said, wait, Jet, Hunter, how far are you? On Hunter, I literally just finished watching episode 117. So they claim only 3 minutes have passed since they've enacted their plan to take on the king of the Chimera Ants. So that's how far I am in the story so far. I wasn't able to watch a lot of Hunter today because, like I said, I had to do a lot of stuff when I got back to my hotel room. Then John Mason said, I like Alien X. Then Tangent said, he's essentially God, Mason. The creators of Ben 10 claim that Alien X isn't immune to like becoming a zombie. So apparently that's a thing. Then John Mason said, basically, yeah, lol. He said, guys, we should let Nick go to sleep though. He has a big day tomorrow. True, you're not wrong. Tangent said, it's like that for a something of the Omnitrix. I'm not sure if it's all. By the way, tricks are for kids. I see what you did there. Monkey said a whole ass episode later equals 10 seconds apparently. Yeah, the episode progression has been really slow. It reminds me of the Tournament of Power, what they were doing with like time progression and that in Dragon Ball Super. And then Tangent said, "Yeah, let's let him sleep for once in like 280 years." Then Monkey said, "Yeah, Nick, you should sleep. I feel bad." No, you're good, guys. I will end the stream now. I appreciate it and wish me luck. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a non-conditional job offer tomorrow. I feel like I'll bare minimum get a conditional job offer, but if I can get a non-conditional one locally, that'd be great. Then Tangent said apparently X is an omnipotent, so he isn't a god, but apparently all versions of Alien X and all series are the same Alien X. Um, I don't know. I don't know about that. I kind of That's debatable. I can debate you on that at another time. Then John Mason said, "Night, guys." Then Tangent said, "Bye, Jet. You have my wishes." Oh, thank you kindly. I appreciate the good wishes. Monkey said, "Yep, good luck." Then John Mason said, "Nick, final good luck for tomorrow." Oh, thank you kindly, John Mason. Tangent said, "It's just a theory I've heard." That's a debatable ass theory. Yo, but I'd like to thank you all once again for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, logging out. Peace. Also, Nani, sorry that you got to the stream at the very end. Uh, my apologies. Feel free to smash that like button, and that's the Great Britain Baking Show or something like that. My mom likes it. It's a cooking competition show. And then Monkey said, "Oof, rip Nani." Then John Mason said, "I got it from Nick." Uh, um, let's see. But yeah, thank you all once again, and peace. See you soon.